Hi guys, welcome back to Double Trouble channel. Unfortunately, I'm alone as Lena left me and went to Italy without me. I want to discuss today the most overrated movie of 2024, in my opinion. It's super weird for me, but Emilia Perez won 4 Golden Globes on January 5, including 2 Best Picture awards in the musical, comedy, and non-English language categories, which sparked controversy online. Yesterday it was announced that Emilia Perez received 11 BAFTA nominations. That's insane. So, Emilia Perez follows 4 remarkable women in Mexico, each pursuing their own happiness. Mexico today, overqualified and exploited lawyer Rita is wasting her talents working for a large firm far better at whitewashing criminal garbage than serving justice. But an unprecedented way out appears, the sort of offers you can't refuse, to help feared cartel boss Juan Little Hands Del Monte aka Manitas retire from his business and disappear forever. Manitas has a plan. He's been fine-tuning in secret for years to become at last the woman he's always dreamed of becoming. The movie tackles a wide range of themes, but struggles to fully explore them. Instead of diving deeply into one idea, it spreads itself too thin, leaving several threads undeveloped. The only thing that salvageable is Zoe Saldana's performance. She was very good. I think that Selena Gomez's performance is okay. It's not amazing and it's not bad, but I don't speak Spanish, so for me it was totally okay. Other people, especially of course Mexicans, I've read so many comments, and which we're going to discuss later, hate this movie and say this is the worst movie about Mexico. Some viewers have questioned why the film was directed by Jacques Audiard, who is French and doesn't speak Spanish. He always also faced criticism when he said he didn't much research on Mexico while making the film. He said, he was questioned, how much did you have to study Mexico to be able to make this film? And the answer was extremely strange in my opinion. I didn't study much. He also doesn't speak English, so not only Spanish, also English. What I had to understand, I knew, he said in French. Carla Sofia Gascon, who plays Emilia, is from Spain. Zoe Saldana, who plays Rita, is from the US, with Dominican and Puerto Rican ancestry, and Selena Gomez is from the US, with Mexican and Italian heritage. In one notable exception, supporting cast member Adriana Paz, who plays Emilia's lover, Epifania, is from Mexico. One X user called the film ridiculous and said it was a European movie with Hollywood stars that pretend to be Mexican with harmful stereotypes. So here I totally agree, because when I watch movies and I hear Russian or Ukrainian in the movies, and 95% of the time, even more, the actors who play Russian, usually prostitutes or mafia, have accents, or the way they speak, you can tell straight away that these people have never heard Russian language before. And it always makes me quite angry, because I think that, to be honest, it's not that difficult to find an actor who speaks the language, and I think it's disrespected towards the people who will hear it and understand that it's gibberish. I don't know why out of all the actors they had to choose almost everyone who is not Mexican. Mexican director and cinematographer Rodrigo Prieto also questioned why the film did not include more Mexican people behind the camera. This is also very strange, because I heard the interview of the casting director, and she said that they really wanted to make the film as authentic as possible, but unfortunately they couldn't find anyone in Mexico who is good enough to play a leading role in the movie. But why didn't they hire advisors, so people who they could ask about Mexican culture, because there are lots and lots of things that didn't make sense in the movie. For example, I've read in the comments that they pretended that there is a desert in the middle of Mexico City and it doesn't exist. Like there are lots and lots of things that didn't make sense for Mexicans. So I don't understand why you want to make a movie and not either invest more time and study the topic very well, or hire someone from Mexico who will watch the movie or read the script and tell you that this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. I think it's very, very disrespectful toward Mexican audience. So he said, why not hire a Mexican production designer, costume designer, or at least some consultants? Exactly my point as well. Yes, they had dialogue coaches, but I was offended that such a story was portrayed in a way that felt so inauthentic. He also said the film included mistakes that could have been avoided if more Mexican people were involved in the production. You would never have a jail sign that read "Carcel," he said of a sign shown on a building in the movie. It would be penitenciaria. It's just the details, and that shows me that nobody that knew was involved, and it didn't even matter. That was very troubling to me. Mexican actor and comedian Eugenio Derbez made headlines in December when he called Gomez's Spanish indefensible in a clip from the Hablando de Cine Con podcast shared on TikTok. Here, I also wanted to say that I have nothing against Selena Gomez. I think she's talented, but I think a lot of people are going to be angry with me, but I think the reason why she got this role was A, she has Mexican roots, but B, because she's super famous. So, he said, I feel like she doesn't know what she's saying. Host Gabi Meza also said on the podcast, if she doesn't know what she's saying, she can't give her acting any nuance. Gomez responded to these criticisms in a comment on the TikTok post. I understand where you are coming from. I'm sorry. I did the best I could with the time I was given, she wrote. Here it's super strange for me. Okay, we know she's super busy. She has also other roles, singing career. But I don't think that's an excuse to say that she had little time to prepare. Director Odiart has addressed issues with the actors' varying Spanish accents in the movie. Throughout the shoot, we had problems. For instance, with Selena's accent in Spanish, she's Texan. Carla Sofia Garzón speaks Castilian Spanish. She's from Madrid. Given that I don't speak Spanish, the nuances of the Mexican accent versus the Castilian were lost on me. We had all these problems with accents, but we fixed them in the edit. We did a lot of dubbing. So I think they definitely didn't fix all of the problems because people are very angry about Spanish language and especially about the accents. But to me, it's really, really strange. Why did he want to do it? He doesn't speak Spanish. All of the actors are from different parts of the world. There are no advisors. Why did he want to make a movie about Mexico? It just doesn't make sense to me. A French guy who is not that interested in Mexico. Some viewers have criticized the movie's depiction of trans people and the trans experience. GLAAD, the LGBT advocacy group formerly known as the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, called Emilia Perez a step backward for trans representation and said the film recycles the trans stereotypes, tropes, and cliches of non-so-distant past. Some critics say the film perpetuates the harmful narrative that transitioning is a form of lying. Emilia keeps her past a secret from her wife, posing as Manita's aunt. Before her gender-affirming surgery, Emilia has a thick beard despite saying that she's been on hormones for 2 years and has developed breast. She wouldn't have a beard in real life while being on hormones for so long. This is really, really strange that no one has noticed such a mistake. Other than that, the story to me seems super, super strange because this super bad guy who is the head of cartel and he kills lots of people and then he becomes a woman. He changes completely his identity and becomes this kind of saint who starts helping people to find the bodies of their missing relatives, who most likely were also killed by his cartel. He's responsible for some of their deaths. But why? Why did he change out of the blue and became such a good person? And I don't understand. When she dies, everyone treats her like a saint. I really don't understand this movie. It's such a weird story to me, and all of these things, they just don't add up. I'm super surprised that this movie has received so many BAFTA nominations yesterday, and I really hope it's not going to get Oscars because there are way better movies, more deserved than this one. Please let me know what you think. Did you watch it? And what is your opinion? Thank you. Bye.